Okay, I'm trying again. Take number 55. No, I'm just kidding. Hi everyone, this is Joni with Big Tiny Dreams. I guess you're wondering what this is about. I'm about to tell you. I've mentioned in several videos in the past, probably if you've watched any of them, I like a really good bargain, and sometimes the bargains I find might not be that big a deal to people out there, but being I said there's a little bit of a prepper in me. If I find a good bargain on something that I know I may not use it all now, but I'm like, hey, this can last us a while and save us money down the road. So that's what I got here, and I thought I'd be a little dramatic and, yeah, okay, very little dramatic, and show you what's behind here, the deal that I got. Okay. By the way, I made this years ago, crocheting, and it's supposed to be like a throw, but it's not big enough to hardly cover anyone. Now, it might have covered me a little bit when I first got married and was a size 8, but surely doesn't cover me much now. I know, I ramble. But here we go, the big reveal. Yeah, canned pumpkin. This is great value, 100% pure pumpkin. Now, yeah, I don't get a sponsor from anyone at all. My channel's too tiny for that. But why do I have pumpkin here? Well, this is the holiday times for season and all for pumpkin. You have Thanksgiving, which we just went through, and then we got Christmas coming up. Normally, the Great Value brand of pure pumpkin sells for like $1.47 a can, I believe. And the Libby brand of pure pumpkin of the same size, I believe, was either $2.47 or $2.97. I can't be sure about that because, you know, my mind goes all over the place and I've already forgot. But anyway, this one here, I paid 50 cents a can for. When I saw this on sale at my local Walmart, as I'm leaving work, I sometimes pick up a few grocery items. I'm like, oh, I need to get that. My daughter likes to make the copycat Starbucks pumpkin bread recipe. Maybe I'll share that with y'all sometime if you're interested. Mention in the comments below if you'd like to see that. And being that pumpkin, just the Walmart brand, normal price is $1.47. Doesn't seem like that much, but to me that's a lot, especially if you're buying a couple of cans. That's $3. And if you're buying the Libby, that could be almost $6, $5 to $6 for 2 cans. So I didn't buy all this at once. I bought, I don't know, 8 cans, and then later on bought a few more till I have, what I have, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I have 12 cans of pumpkin. Now, this could last us a very long time, and I think the expiration date is July, well, no, it's not expiration. Let me rephrase that. Best if used by July 19th, 2026. I don't know if y'all could see that. Yeah, and I don't know if that's going to show up the right way. But anyway, being that that's the best used by, and research has said, I say research, I've heard it on, you know, several different news sources, that you can use this for, what, 3 or 4 years past the best if used by date, because it's not actually an expiration date. So my thought was, you know what, this could last us a very long time, and who knows if they still have this sale throughout the month. I'll probably pick up some more just because, for one, I saw someone's YouTube video back a few weeks ago of like the top, I think it was 8 or 9 most nutrient dense foods, and pumpkin was on the list. And whenever I think of a prepper situation, I'm not thinking of like a zombie apocalypse or having an underground bunker and, you know, preparing for that kind of thing, which some people do, and that's fine. I just don't have the funds to do that. I'm doing good if I can buy a few extra cans of something just in case, because, you know, we did have the pandemic a couple of years ago, and yeah, if you remember then, the grocery shelves were just wiped out completely almost. So it's always good to have some extra food on hand, and we already have lots of beans and rice on hand, because I think when my son moved back in with us, he has a huge bag like this of pinto beans, dried pinto beans. I think he got it from Sam's Club or something, I'm not sure. And we've had that for a very long time. Haven't had to break into it because we've got a huge dry bean collection. And then during the pandemic, I bought one of those, I think it was a 50-pound bag of rice, jasmine rice or something at Costco. And I filled it up in all my different storage containers, and I was sure to buy, I think 25-pound bag of their organic flour. And I still have some of that from back then because, you know, I don't bake all the time. But my point is, if there is a bad situation again, especially being, I don't really care for beans, it's a texture thing. I can eat green beans, but the texture of the beans, since I was a little kid, and I probably mentioned this in previous videos, beans would affect my gag reflex, and I just want to throw up. Not to be gross, but that's how it was. I remember my mom setting the timer on the stove, trying to get me to eat my beans, and each time I'd try, I'd almost throw up. It was just that bad. Now, I'm not that bad now. I keep trying to reintroduce them to see if I can, you know, get past that. I've gotten a little better. And if there's, you know, if they're cooked a certain way, and I think it's like the very mushy stuff. Although, in spite of that, I will eat the, like refried beans if I can make it into something else. Like my daughter likes homemade burritos like her grandmother used to make, my ex-husband's mom. And so, and she'd make a wonderful bean dip. And I could eat that, but it would have, she'd have seasoned ground beef in it, some salsa in it, some cheese in it, and she'd fix it in the crock pot and then roll it up in tortillas, flour tortillas to make burritos, and then wrap them up and freeze them, which I've done for my daughter as well. So I can do like that, and I'll add some beans to chili, but when it gets to the bottom and you just like, you scoop up and it's like this much beans, yeah, I can't do that. I'll try and then I'm like, oh, you know. So that being said, you want to have more foods than just beans and rice. And not just because, you know, you'll eventually get tired of beans and rice. You want more nutritional variety as well. So I try and buy, you know, canned fruits and things every now and then and keep them in my pantry. Every now and then I will get into them. But I also want a good stock of those in case there is something again that, you know, we can't find food, and I don't want to just eat beans and rice. So anyway, that's where the pumpkin comes in. I will be looking up recipes to use this pumpkin with, and maybe even I'll show y'all. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna pause the video and I'll go get my little cookbook and show you what I've done. This binder here. Sorry, I'm covering my microphone. This binder here, believe it or not, I got this on clearance at Walmart. This was before I even worked at Walmart, back years ago. I thought it was so pretty, and what I started doing is going on the internet and printing out recipes that I thought looked interesting or I might want to try. Like here's a Instant Pot broccoli cheddar soup. Oops. Yeah, and this is a Dr. Oz diet thing I printed out years ago. But just anything, slow cooker, loaded potato soup. I don't have any of this organized. That's something I plan to do eventually. And I know with me wanting to go tiny, might not seem like the best idea to be stocking up on things, but food is something that, you know, I'll make room for if I have to store it under the bed or something, because I don't want to be stuck in a situation where I can't do anything about it. Here's one bow tie pasta with feta and lemon pepper chicken, and serving suggestions, salad and garlic bread. So one of these days I'm going to organize them by, you know, type, and, you know, get it more together. And I have another one like this, and what I do is, I had a few of these that, actually my mother-in-law gave me some of these little covers that go in a binder, but my son bought a whole bunch and said, hey Mom, do you want some of these? I was like, yeah, sure. And what I do is, if it's, you know, if there's more directions than what one page can handle, I'll put the other part of the directions on the back. Otherwise I'll put, well, that one doesn't have it, but I'll put 2 separate recipes on each page. But that way, you know, I can wipe it clean and set it up to try it easily. So what I plan to do is find even more recipes that I can use this with. And maybe I'll show some cooking videos with it, because that's what I intend to do down the road. Being we were in the middle of remodeling when my husband had to leave, everything looks like a disaster, and that's a whole nother video to explain about. So I won't get into that right now, but I will eventually take y'all into my kitchen, maybe show y'all some before and after pictures. The only thing is, it still looks a little bit like before. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like, a thumbs up, whatever. And subscribe, because I'll be, being this as a vlog, I'll have a variety of content. And if you wouldn't mind sharing, and maybe comment. If you have any good pumpkin recipes that you'd like to share, or tell me about what you do with pumpkin, put it in the comments. I'd be more than happy to see that. Or you could email. I think I have my email address listed, because you kind of have to with YouTube, but I don't know if y'all can see it. I'm still new to YouTube, but it's Joni's Journey, JONISJOURNEY, which I know y'all probably know how to spell the journey, but a lot of people don't spell my name right. They'll spell it JOANNIE. When people would call it, like a teacher would call my name in school when it'd be the first day of school, they'd call out Johnny, thinking it's Johnny, but I'm Joni. And yeah, Joni's Journey, and at outlook.com. I don't know if I mentioned the Outlook part. But yeah, you can email a recipe. If I do get a recipe from any of you and I try it, I will definitely share, unless you don't want me to, whoever sent it to me, and that I'm trying it. And I know there's a lot of YouTubers that, you know, they'll only show good recipes that they've liked and tried. I'm going to be honest with you. I've done some recipes that they'll come out spectacular and great, and I've done some that have been like epic fails, and sometimes it's not because the recipe was bad, sometimes it's because I screwed it up somehow. Now I will also say that I am bad at sticking with directions. Sometimes I go through this book, like I wanted to do a white chicken chili, and I have several different ones printed out in here, and I'll look at one and I'm like, well, I like these ingredients, but I don't think I want that one. So I'll look at another, oh, this has that. So I'll combine this recipe with that recipe. And sometimes it comes out great. Sometimes it doesn't. So anyway, that's it for today. I do plan on making more content, trying to be more consistent. I'm fairly new at this. It's been about a month. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. You guys have a blessed day and a blessed week, and looking forward to seeing you here again. Bye.